What if I told you that the number one thing you need to fight muscle loss is not another serving of chicken breast? What if the key to rebuilding real strength after 60 has been hiding in plain sight, in the parts of our food we've been taught to throw away? For so many of us, the advice we get for staying strong as we age feels incomplete. We are told to eat more protein and hit the gym. And yet that feeling of weakness, of losing our physical independence, can still creep in. It's frustrating when you're doing everything you're told, but not seeing the results you desperately want. This happens because there's a fundamental piece of the puzzle that modern advice often ignores. Our bodies, especially as we mature, are desperate for a very specific kind of building block that has been nearly erased from our diets. I'm talking about collagen. But here's where most people go wrong. They're reaching for expensive supplements that often don't work, or drinking bone broth that simply isn't potent enough to make a real difference against sarcopenia, the clinical term for age-related muscle loss. Today, we're going to change that. We're going to uncover the truth. We'll start with some foundational habits, things you might need to remove from your routine that can make an immediate difference. Then we'll move on to some truly game-changing secrets about specific foods that contain 8 times more muscle-building collagen than standard bone broth. But the most important thing I will share is the last one. So I'm saving it for the end because it's a piece of information that almost everyone overlooks. It's a common, everyday food that millions of seniors are eating with their meals, thinking it's harmless, when in fact, it can completely neutralize the benefits of collagen and even accelerate muscle breakdown. You absolutely must hear this. So get comfortable and let's begin this journey together. And if you believe in this mission of empowering seniors with real actionable health knowledge, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us reach more people just like you. Now, a quick, important reminder. All the information shared today is for educational purposes. Everyone's health situation is unique, so please consult your doctor or healthcare provider before making any significant changes to your diet or health regimen, especially if you have pre-existing conditions or are on medication. Our goal is empowerment through knowledge, so you can make the best choices for your unique situation. Foundational habit number 5. Shield your muscles from this common toxin. All right, let's start with something we need to remove before we can begin to rebuild. Many of us enjoy a glass of wine with dinner or a nightcap to unwind. It feels like a harmless ritual, a sophisticated way to end the day. But when you're on a mission to rebuild muscle, especially after 60, that evening ritual could be the very thing holding you back. The challenge here is balancing a perceived benefit, relaxation, with a hidden, destructive process happening inside your muscles. Many people think, it's just one glass, how much harm can it do? This is a critical misunderstanding. We often fail to appreciate just how sensitive the process of muscle repair is, particularly during the night. A landmark study revealed that even a moderate amount of alcohol can slash muscle protein synthesis, your body's ability to repair and build muscle, by up to 37%. Therefore, when you consume a collagen-rich broth and then have a drink, you're essentially cancelling out your good work. To truly grasp this, let's use an analogy. Imagine your body is trying to build a new brick wall overnight. That's your muscle repair. The collagen you consume is the truck delivering a fresh batch of perfect bricks and mortar. But drinking alcohol is like ordering a sudden torrential downpour right on the construction site. The workers, your body's repair mechanisms, can't work. The mortar, amino acids, gets washed away and becomes useless. The bricks just sit there, and no building gets done. What's even more dangerous, as medical experts often highlight, is that when alcohol combines with the high amino acid content in these powerful broths, it creates toxic compounds called aldehydes. These accumulate in your muscle tissue, causing cellular damage and inflammation. As a result, you're not just stopping muscle growth, you're unintentionally poisoning the very muscles you're trying to strengthen. The solution is simple, but it requires discipline. Keep it alcohol-free, especially within 4 to 5 hours of consuming your collagen, and most certainly before bed. Your muscles need a clear, unimpeded window to do their crucial overnight repair work. Crucial guideline number 4. Avoid this popular but poisonous pairing. Next, let's talk about a very popular breakfast and brunch food. It's savory, it's crispy, and its smoky aroma is almost irresistible. I'm talking about bacon. Pairing a few strips of bacon with a warm, hearty bowl of broth seems like the perfect combination of flavor and substance. The reality, however, is that this seemingly perfect match is a wolf in sheep's clothing. We find ourselves caught between our taste buds, which love that salty, smoky flavor, and our cellular health, which is being quietly sabotaged. Here's where the issue arises. A single strip of bacon can contain over 400 milligrams of sodium, plus a cocktail of chemical preservatives like nitrates and phosphates. When you combine this with an already mineral-rich collagen broth, your sodium levels can go through the roof. This leads to water retention, which puts a strain on your cardiovascular system, but more importantly, it triggers systemic inflammation, and inflammation is the arch-nemesis of muscle growth. A 2020 study from Harvard Medical School drove this point home. It followed 180 seniors with sarcopenia and found that those who consumed processed meats like bacon with their protein meals had 45% higher inflammatory markers and 30% less muscle growth than those eating clean proteins. The nitrates were found to actively block amino acid absorption at the cellular level. Let's think of it with a metaphor. Imagine your muscle cells are pristine, high-performance engines, and the amino acids from your collagen broth are the clean, premium fuel they need to run. Adding bacon to the meal is like knowingly pouring salt water into your gas tank. It might seem like a liquid, like it belongs, but it's incredibly corrosive. It causes the engine to sputter, rusts the internal parts, inflammation, and ultimately leads to a total breakdown. You are poisoning the engine while trying to fuel it. What's truly alarming, and a consensus among many wellness professionals, is that the preservatives in bacon react with the amino acids in your broth to form compounds called nitrosamines. These have been linked to muscle degeneration and an increased risk of certain cancers. So the solution is to swap the bacon for clean proteins. A few slices of plain grilled chicken, some turkey, or even flaked fish with herbs can provide that savory element without sabotaging your health. Your muscles crave clean fuel, not processed poison. Game-changing secret number 3, the ocean's gift to muscle strength. Now that we know what to avoid, let's talk about what to embrace. For this, we turn to a source that is tragically overlooked, the sea. Health experts tell us to eat fish for its omega-3s, but they almost always forget to mention the most collagen-rich part. I'm talking about fish skin broth. The immediate hurdle for many is the idea itself. Fish skin? Isn't that what I'm supposed to throw away? This hesitation, this deeply ingrained habit of discarding one of the most nutritious parts of the animal, is precisely what we need to overcome. Here's where it gets exciting. A single cup of well-made fish skin broth can contain an impressive 12 to 15 grams of collagen. That's nearly double what you'll find in most beef bone broths. But the magic doesn't stop there. This is marine collagen, which studies have shown is absorbed up to 1.5 times more efficiently by the body than mammalian collagen. This means your body can use it faster and more effectively to support muscle fiber structure and the connective tissues that hold everything together. Let's use an analogy to understand this efficiency. Think of your muscles as a remote village that needs vital supplies, amino acids from collagen. Using regular beef bone broth is like sending those supplies down a winding, bumpy dirt road. They'll get there eventually, but it's slow and some supplies might be lost. However, using fish skin broth is like building a high-speed fiber optic cable directly to the village. The supplies arrive almost instantly, in their complete form, ready to be put to work immediately. But there's more. Fish skin is also packed with omega-3 fatty acids and selenium. These are powerful anti-inflammatory agents. They reduce the micro-inflammation in your muscles after exertion, allowing them to recover faster and grow stronger. In fact, a fascinating study from Japan followed seniors with sarcopenia for 6 months. Those who drank fish skin broth daily gained an average of 3.2 pounds of muscle mass, compared to just 0.8 pounds in the control group. The researchers called it a natural muscle preservation therapy. Making it is simple. Just simmer skins from fatty fish like salmon or cod for 2 to 3 hours with some ginger and sea salt. When it cools, it should turn into a gel. That's how you know you've extracted that precious game-changing collagen. The powerhouse pro tip number 2, the unsung hero of joint and muscle health. Our journey into these potent collagen sources continues, moving from the sea to the land, with what I call the powerhouse pro tip. If fish skin broth is the fast-acting repair crew, this next source is the master architect, rebuilding the very foundations of your strength. I'm talking about chicken feet broth. Now I know what you might be thinking. The initial reaction for many in the United States is one of squeamishness, and that's the central challenge, overcoming our cultural conditioning to embrace an incredibly potent source of healing and strength that has been revered in other cultures for millennia. Let's push past that initial hesitation and look at the undeniable facts. Chicken feet broth delivers a massive 15 to 18 grams of collagen per cup. A significant portion of this is type 1 and type 2 collagen, which are the specific types that directly rebuild muscle fibers and, crucially, strengthen the cartilage around your joints. For seniors, this is a 2-for-1 victory, stronger muscles and less joint pain during the exercise that helps build those muscles. The shocking secret here is that chicken feet broth is also loaded with glucosamine and chondroitin, the very same compounds found in expensive joint supplements. Here's our analogy. If building muscle is like constructing a house, our game-changing secret number 3, the fish skin broth, is the crew that quickly patches up the drywall and fixes the wiring. But our powerhouse pro tip, the chicken feet broth, is the crew that comes in to reinforce the entire foundation and lubricate all the door hinges, your joints, so they swing smoothly and silently. You need both crews for a strong, functional, and long-lasting house. A groundbreaking study from South Korea confirmed this. Seniors who consume chicken feet broth just 3 times a week increased their leg strength by an incredible 28% and reported a 45% reduction in muscle soreness. When you combine fish skin broth with chicken feet broth, you create a complete amino acid profile that your body can't get from a single source. The marine collagen absorbs quickly for immediate repair, while the chicken collagen provides long-lasting structural support. Together, they are an unstoppable team for rebuilding your body from the inside out. The vital truth number 1, the innocent-looking grain silently killing your muscle growth. We have finally arrived at the most crucial piece of this entire puzzle. We've talked about what to add, and we've talked about some obvious things to avoid. But this final secret, the vital truth number 1, is about a food that is so common, so seemingly harmless, that it's likely on your plate multiple times a week. And it is secretly, systematically destroying your efforts to build muscle. I am talking about white rice. The challenge here is profound because white rice is the ultimate comfort food. It's gentle on the stomach, it's filling, and it's a staple side dish for countless meals. We associate it with sustenance, not sabotage, and that is precisely what makes it so dangerous. Here is the critical detail, and the shocking truth most doctors won't tell you. White rice has a glycemic index of 73, which is higher than pure table sugar. When you eat it, especially alongside a protein-rich meal like your collagen broth, it causes a massive blood sugar spike. A 2019 study in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that this spike directly interferes with your body's ability to absorb and utilize protein for muscle repair. It found that seniors who consumed high-glycemic foods like white rice with their collagen meals showed 40% less muscle protein synthesis. Let's make this crystal clear with our final analogy. Your muscles are the construction site, and the collagen from your broth is the fleet of delivery trucks loaded with essential building materials. Your bloodstream is the highway to that site. Eating white rice is like setting up a sudden system-wide roadblock on that highway. The massive influx of sugar acts like a traffic jam, physically blocking the delivery trucks from reaching their destination. The amino acids, the bricks and mortar for your muscles, are stuck, unable to get where they need to go, and eventually they are just cleared away as waste. But it gets even worse. What science is increasingly telling us is that when the simple carbohydrates from white rice combine with the high mineral and amino acid content in your broth, a toxic reaction occurs in your body, creating something called Advanced Glycation End Products, or AGEs. These are nasty inflammatory compounds that accumulate in your muscle tissue, causing stiffness, inflammation, and actually accelerating muscle breakdown. You are literally, at a biochemical level, poisoning the very muscles you are trying to build. You are taking one step forward with the collagen and 2 steps back with the rice. The solution is to swap it out. Choose low-glycemic carbohydrates like quinoa, brown rice, or even sweet potatoes. Never eat white rice within 2 hours of consuming your precious, collagen-rich broth. This isn't a small tweak. This is the vital truth that can make the difference between spinning your wheels in frustration and finally seeing the real, tangible gains in strength and vitality you have been working so hard for. And there you have it. We've covered so much ground today. We started with foundational habit number 5, understanding how alcohol can halt muscle repair. We moved to crucial guideline number 4, revealing the hidden dangers of bacon. Then we uncovered game-changing secret number 3, the incredible power of fish skin broth, and followed it with the powerhouse pro tip number 2, the joint and muscle magic of chicken feet broth. And we built all the way up to the vital truth number 1, the shocking discovery that a simple food like white rice can be the biggest saboteur in your mission for strength. It's this final piece of knowledge that often unlocks the door to real progress. Each of these insights is a powerful tool. Together, they form a strategy to help you reclaim your strength and vitality. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these insights resonated with you the most? Was it the idea of the powerhouse broths, or were you shocked by our vital truth number 1 about white rice? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. I read every one and truly value hearing about your experiences. If you found this journey valuable, please give this video a thumbs up. It really does help others in our community find this information. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. Until next time, stay strong, stay curious, and keep thriving.